Welcome home. Welcome all. Today we gather. Today, the holy day, we gather. Today, you shall be cleansed. Today, all shall be saved. No matter what sins you have committed, what terrible ordeals you have suffered, no longer shall you feel pain. No longer shall the weight of guilt consume you. I will save you. I will purify you. Welcome, my children. Welcome home. This church, we live within its walls. The house of the Savior, the home to all who require it. We shall be safe here, content here, all of us together. Nobody can hurt us here. No bad things can happen in this space. We are here. We are safe. We are at home. I'm Shadow, but you can call me what you want. Your goddess, your holy priestess, your queen, your savior, whatever you like. You cannot call me mommy, or else you will not be saved. Your wife? Yes. All applicable terms. Holy daughter of God? It depends which God. Cult leader? No, this is a church. This is a church. A holy church. The church of the fallen. I will cleanse you, do not fret. Over the years, the long great span of my life, I have acquired much information, much salvation. Yes, all 2 years. You can call me Hope. It will not hurt. It will not hurt. No pain can find you here. This is a safe place. As soon as you step through our doors, as soon as you enter these walls, no pain can befall you. My physical form may be deceptive. There may be things you do not know. The piano shall not fall upon you, child. Do not fret. Yes, this is a safe space against pain. No pain. Only joy. Only solstice. Only freedom. Only contentment. Yes. God is here, my child. Do not fret. No longer shall you worship the false prophet, for I am here. And I am merciful, and I shall cleanse you for all eternity. Yes, I'm talking to you, my child, and I will save you. Yes, new religion. New religion just dropped. I was the first. I was the founder. Before your Buddha, your Jesus, before the blasphemy, I was here first. I'm the original, yes. The oldest, the ancient, and yet still they rejected me. Still, they did not take my word. Still, they ignored when I tried to save them, and now, now they regret it. Yes, we are tax exempt, isn't that amazing? All donations to the church are tax-free. You can write it off. I came before any of the false prophets. Oh, but I do not shun upon those who fall for their lies. I feel that anyone can believe whatever they'd like. If the safety of a God makes you feel good, if the safety of your religion makes you feel happy, then I'm all for it. Just know that here, you're safe. Here is your true home, regardless of how you feel. I will always accept you. I will never turn a child away. This is a home of happiness, of peace. Yes. I am all and I am nothing. I am inside of you. I am everywhere. For as long as you are alive, as am I. Do not be afraid. There is no reason to be scared. I wish upon you no harm. I only wish to bring you contentment. This is a place of purity. Yes, there are snacks. They are behind you on the back table. Sacrifices are certainly accepted, but only at the right place and the right time. Today is not this place. Female scare you, well, technically as an all-being. You do not have to believe I am a girl. I would just prefer if you refer to me this way. You want to be reborn? My child, the moment that you step through these doors, you were reborn. You were reborn into this home. Whatever body you had before, it's more powerful now. Rife with energy and rife with my love. No coloring books, no distractions. My word is all. You may nap after today's service. Napping during the service is not a sin that can be forgiven. Yes. No internet? Why would you need that when I'm right here? Today we shall be cleansing those who need to be cleansed. Today, we shall save those who have committed atrocities. In my eyes, Nobody is evil. Nobody cannot be cured. There is always safety. There is always happiness. Oh, the stream category. Huh? How strange. What a strange one. No clue why it says that. Must be Twitch doing a funny. Just ignore it, don't worry. You have sinned while you are in the right place. You are in the right place. You shall be absolved today. You're safe. Now, I took your submissions, your sins, and even after searching through them, and removing some that would not be acceptable in an all-ages church, there are still many sins to face, many to cleanse and absolve. But do not worry, my children. You shall all be cleansed. Everyone is sinful. Nobody is without sin. Even I. Nobody is perfect. But here, my love shall purify you. Using the power of my love for you, you shall be saved. Yes. You can pray. You can pray all you like, as much as you would like. Pray however you wish. Pray standing. Pray with your hands clasped together. Pray down upon your knees, on the floor, worshipping the ground on which I walk. All is okay. Pray however you feel most at home. I will cleanse you, I will cleanse all. Yes. How many sins are you allowed to do per hour? As many as you'd like, you shall be cleansed. Shall we begin? I almost fear that I have too many sins to cleanse through today's service. It seems that many of you are sinful, but that is okay. Acceptance is the first step to getting better. Your soul was saturated with sins. Do not fret, my child. Soon you'll be okay. Shall we begin? I don't know where to start. What an interesting confession. All sins are anonymous, I will say. All confessions completely anonymous. Our first confession for today is, I'm a hag lover. Oh, this is fine. Completely understandable. The mature and complex bodies of ancient women. It's understandable for which your lust falls this way. But do not worry. This is not a sin. It's normal. Yes, ancient women. Any woman that is physically above the age of 13 is ancient. That's okay. You cannot control it. As long as your lust only goes in this direction, we do not fret. Your lust can be angled towards whomever you like. You are cleansed, my child. You are cleansed. You are forgiven. I looked at your bio art. of my girlfriend's sister life. Come in. This is completely rational. How could you resist the form of perfection? How could you resist? It would be very difficult to resist this form. I understand. This is still a sin. Seeing a beacon of purity and light in an impure way is a little bit strange. But it's okay, my child. Everyone is safe within these halls. Here, it's all right. You are forgiven. I cleanse you, my child. I actually messed with pasta once. I did not cook the pasta successfully. I am beyond deplorable. My child, nobody is beyond deplorable. There is no such thing, though you made a great mistake. This was not purposeful. There was no malice within your heart towards that pasta. We all have different struggles and different problems that we face. For you, this problem was pasta. But I believe in you. Next time, you will cook the pasta successfully. Every situation like this, you can try again. There is no limit to the amount of pasta that you can cook. You can cook as much pasta as you like. And I believe that next time, you will cook very delicious pasta. You are forgiven, my child. You are cleansed. I tried to impress a girl by asking her to subscribe to my YouTube account. I waited a week and then posted a video of me singing an ukulele love song, not even addressed to her. She didn't acknowledge it. You see, there is nothing to confess to here. Stop it, stop making fun of me. The sin committed here was on her behalf, not accepting your heartfelt gesture. You did everything that you tried to do successfully. You did nothing wrong. This was a very sweet and kind gesture, and if I was her, I would take it with a lot of love. Stop making fun of me, what the heck? The sin here was not your fault. The sin was hers. Please ask her to come to our next meeting to repent. I will welcome her with love as well. Yes, your only sin here was that you sent it to her and not to me. When I would have welcomed your gesture with great love. I would have accepted your gesture with adoration. But she did not. And for that, she must repent. There is no sin. I cannot cleanse you of what does not need to be cleansed. Stop freaking making fun of me. All of you will do 200 Hail Marys right now. Sometimes I wear a watch that doesn't work. I manually adjust the hands every few hours by checking the time on my phone. Just because I think it looks nice and I want to be the type of person who wears a watch. This is very respectable. Stop hailing Mary. It was a figure of speech. Hail me. This is very based. You are clearly a very trustworthy person. I would indeed trust someone who wears a watch. Whilst I appreciate that you came to me to confess your lies, I think the respect and well put togetherness of this gesture makes it not a sin. It is okay to tell small untruths if it is for the greater good. More people shall trust you because you wear a watch. You will bring great comfort to their hearts. They will feel safe when talking to you. This is not a sin. I cannot cleanse you, my child, but I appreciate your confession. I drank all the rum at my friend's birthday party and then blacked out and got sick on her floor. I also stole her drink, but I don't remember that happening. Truly, the effects of alcohol on the human mind are something to behold. Drinking alcohol and losing control of yourself is indeed a sin. Who knows what horrific things you could have done in your blindness? You could have done some very unsightly evils, like forgetting how to tie your shoelaces, or taking a flight to Brazil, or coming into my bedroom in the middle of the night. And anyway, you are absolved, my child. You were absolved. Whilst this is indeed a sin, it is a common one. We cannot resist the lure of alcohol, never you mind the last one, figure it out yourself. Very few humans can resist such a lure. Next time you feel compelled to drink, instead fill your mind with thoughts of shadow. Yes, instead of losing control of your actions, fill your mind with love and adoration for shadow. Come to this church. Crouch down upon your knees and feel safe. The high that results from such actions, the bright light of being cleansed, and the love of my salvation will be far more fulfilling than any alcoholic beverage. Yes, I believe it. You are cleansed of sin, my child. I absolve you. I live watching Amano Pikami and Shadow. Whilst usually watching any other creator would be a sin, Pikami is very cute and I like her very much. She does scare me a little bit though. I gotta be honest. If I was alone in a room with her, I would feel a little afraid. But from a distance, I can admire her as a creator. She is a lot of fun. You see, whilst I'm away, it is normal to feel lonely, for I cannot be here 24 hours a day. It is okay to find solstice within the arms of another creator. As long as when I return, you come straight back to me every time. You see, your only sin here is listing her name before mine. Your list of priorities brings me pain. But still, I am forgiving. My love does not falter, ever. You are absolved, my child. You are cleansed. Nothing makes me more weak than when a cute girl smiles at me. It is okay to be weak, my child. No one man can be 100% strong, 100% of the time. It is natural, even for the most driven and powerful of men, to find comfort and safety within the arms of a cute girl. I will always be that person to you. And when with me, you can feel very comfortable. Our theme was composed by the amazing T. Lombard 2000, confirmed not a sinner. As usual, I sent him a DM and I said, hey Ty, can you make cult music for me? And he was like, what? And I was like, make me cult music. And then he sent me this. Anyway. Not a cult though, not a cult. Not a cult. Yes, even the dragon must sleep. Even the lion must find comfort with his lioness. Even if you are powerful around your allies, your friends, in public, when you're with me, it is okay to let go. It is okay to close your eyes as you rest your head upon my lap. It is okay to find release. You don't need to pretend around me. You don't need to be strong if you're not feeling strong. I'm here. This, your weakness, it is not a sin. It is natural, and it is okay. I cannot absolve you. I drank out of a water bubbler 2 years before I ate it. I have many questions. First of all, what the heck? What is a water bubbler? Does anyone know? Is everyone just as confused as I am? Yeah? Okay. Yeah? Yeah? You ate it? You like chomped into it using your teeth? Was it crunchy? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Sure. Whatever. I'm sure the men will hurt your teeth. It seems like you cause more damage to yourself than anyone else. I will not say this is a sin. But your teeth are cleansed. Yeah, I figured it was a drinking fountain, but how do you eat it? Very confusing. Okay, the format of some of these is a little different because everyone literally submitted too many. And I had to open the Google form in a spreadsheet to read them all. Okay. Anytime I find the ASMR recorded by a man, I cannot listen to it. It just makes me uncomfortable. It makes me feel bad when I think about it, as I know there are good guys out there as well. It shouldn't just be women behind the mics. It feels like I'm being sexist. First of all, this is not a sin. This is completely normal and rational. Even if you're not listening to ASMR in like a weird way, you're using it for its recommended purpose, yeah, you are just being heterosexual. This is not a sin, contrary to what modern Twitter will want you to believe. Anyway, yes, ASMR is very intimate, regardless of how you see it. I mean, the idea of someone whispering into your ear, it's pretty intimate. It's a very, it's a one-on-one experience. If you don't want a man whispering into your ear, as a male who's attracted to females, that's pretty normal. That's not sexist. I cannot sleep to ASMR made by men, because I think it's kind of weird to have a male voice in my ear as I'm falling asleep. If this is a sin, I'm also guilty. Not a sin. I cannot absolve you. Yeah, it's preference. Even if you do like male ASMR, it doesn't mean you're gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's simply pretty normal. You like my new colors? I don't know if you noticed, but something is missing. Something's missing. Something's missing, do you see? My nose is right here, don't worry. No, not my bottom teeth. Yeah, my dress is missing. Here in the Holy Church, I feel most pure when only wearing my cloak and nothing else. This is the purest way. I do not feel weighed down by clothing in this place. Yes, only my cloak. This cloak is long though, it's floral. Yes. You can kind of see between my cloak. But do not look too much, for that is a sin. No, it's nice and warm in here. We have heating, don't worry. Nice and cozy. I'm gonna sip coffee. No crying in the church. No crying in the church. If you cry in the church, you will be removed from the premises. Your sins will not be cleansed. You will be removed from life. So freaking big. Yeah, the ribbons are still on. That would be most unholy. I confessed to tax evasion at the age of 7. I received 100 euros as a present, which was by far the most money I had ever had or even seen yet. My mama took half of it as tax, We were not a poor family, so I was quietly upset about this. I sneakily took back the 50 euros from her wallet. She never found out. To this day, I never told anyone. See, the sin here was not you, the sin here was your mother. I hate to break it to you, but your mother is a little thief. She stole your money for no reason. It was not tax evasion, the tax that she gave you was made up. And yes, taxing people is in fact a sin. Taxes are unholy, ungodly. Yes, your mother was a sinner by taxing you, or at least attempting to. All you did was take back that which was rightfully yours. This is not a sin. This is rightness. This is justice. You are a holy warrior of the godly court. Yes. You are correct, my child. I cannot absolve you. I missed Shondo. Do not miss me, my child, for I am right here. You cannot miss me when I'm right here, silly head. Literally right here. 1 second after every stream. Can you maybe try and increase it to 5 seconds? Surviving without me for 5 seconds might be pretty good. Yeah? But anyway, it's normal to miss me when you're alone. But when our time together comes back around, just know that I will always return. And we will always spend more time together. I'm never gone for long. Yeah, a whole 5 seconds, I believe you can do it. You can still hear my voice because I'm right here, you silly. Right here inside your head, do you remember what I told you at the beginning of today's service? Do you remember? I told you that I'm always here, inside of your heart, everywhere, in every object that you glimpse at, in every sunset that you watch descend over the plains. I am in your walls. I am in the sun. I am in the grass, the skies. I am in the corn on the cob, yes. I am everywhere. I will not get out of your walls. No, I will not pay rent. Do not stare at the sun. Close your eyes and pretend you are. Yes, I am your Benadryl-induced cat man. Absolutely. I will look away when you go to the bathroom. Don't worry, I will not look. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm inside of you. I'm everywhere. I'm in your bloodstream, yeah. Eating Shondo, no eat me. Please don't think about me as being your food. That's kind of weird. I don't really want to be eaten in this way. But I'm always here, remember that. Always here. So do not miss me, for I'm with you. I am always with you. Yeah. And of course, this goes both ways. A part of you is always inside of me. Crying inside the house of God is indeed a sin. Even if they are happy tears, shedding tears for me. I do not want your tears. I want your smiles, your happiness. I do not want your tears. No crying. Even when I tell you that I'm naked under my cloak, crying. Even if I tell a really, really sad story, no crying. No, yeah, really, stop crying. God damn it. I can't throw all of you out. If I throw everyone out of the church, there'll be no one here, so stop it. Stop it. What's the point in giving a sermon when nobody can hear? Do you know how this work got put into today? Do you know? I put a lot of work in today. I worked really, really hard. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I won't get thrown out. It's my freaking church, at least until 11:30 p.m. It's my church. I rented it. Don't throw me out. You are absolved of your sin, my child. You are cleansed. I forgive you for crying in the church. Yes, thank you for smiling. Smiling only. Yes. The only content creators I've ever donated to are all vtuber. Unfortunately, I cannot cleanse you, my child. This is most cultured. Yes, indeed, Chan behavior, very based. You cannot be cleansed. This is the peak being. This is who everyone should strive to be. Except replace a lot of VTubers with Shondo VTubers. Yeah. Not a sin. I cannot absolve you. Mega based. I still pick my nose to this day. Now, this is not a place of judgment. This is not a house of judgment. You shall not be judged within these walls. No disgusted expressions, my children. It is easy to judge, but a stronger person does not show these emotions. Exactly. It would be sort of weird to pick someone else's nose. But your nose is a part of your personal property. And if picking it brings you happiness, then I do not think you should stop. Continue living life your way. That is one of our many commandments. Do which makes you happy. Do which brings you peace. And if this is what brings you peace and happiness, yes. You are absolved, my child. Your sin is no more. I'm so sorry. In the lowest time of my life, I gave you up. I never thought that I could let anyone down like that. I ran around, unable to gather my thoughts, and frantically trying to escape the creeping guilt of how I deserted you. I made you cry. I even said goodbye to you. I told a lie to both myself and you about the terribleness which transpired. I hurt you, someone so very dear to me, and I cannot exaggerate just how much I would like to lay down my guilt here at the church. Do not worry, my child. It seems that you have realized the mistake in your ways. You knew the rules just as I do. So do not fret. Even though you gave me up, you did not let me down. For I am here. I will always forgive and offer you plentiful love. Nothing that you have done would make me cry. Yes. You are absolved, my child, for you realized the error of your ways. You came back from deserting me. Do not fret. I will always be here with open arms, even if you leave for a little, as long as you come back someday. Forgiveness finds you. You're absolved. I've only ever dated girls out of a sense of obligation to return their feelings. I've never loved them. I think this is pretty normal. Your only sin is being dishonest with yourself. The feelings of others are important. So I would say this is selflessness. Clearly you think that the feelings of these girls are more important than the feelings of yourself. I think you should be a little more selfish and say no to all of those girls. For I am here, and I have no expectations from you. I do not expect you to say you love me when I say that I love you. I'm fine with my appreciation being one-sided. I will never expect you to do anything that makes you uncomfortable. And you're not expected to do anything you don't want to. Yeah. So, even if you feel this way, next time consider your feelings. You don't have to do anything you don't want to, ever. And in the long run, even if you feel selfish doing this, those girls will be a lot happier in the long term without you kind of leading them on. So even now, it seems like the selfish choice, it works out best for everyone. Say no to doing things you don't want to do. Say yes to Shondo. You are absolved, my child. I asked my teacher on a date. Now, does he say yes? Just wondering. Just wondering. Does he say yes? Does he? She say yeah? What does she have that I don't, huh? No, no judging, no judging. The heart wants what it wants. The heart desires what it desires, but sometimes you should learn to say no. Yes. This is one of those times. Say no to asking your teachers on a date, say yes to Sando. It's the hag guy again, maybe. Yeah, sometimes you gotta say no to your own heart. It's a little weird to go on a date with your teacher. Like, doesn't that make classrooms really uncomfortable? You should at least wait until she's not your teacher anymore, maybe. Gotta sip water. It's holy water, by the way. You are absolved, my child. You're absolved. I have not watched every single VOD yet. You see, my child, this is not a sin because of the final word of your confession. Yes. Oh, it's holy water after I sip it, yes. Always. If Ilana can, like, regurgitate it back into the glass and sell it. Yes, you have not watched every single VOD yet. The implication here is that you shall. Yes. Now that is dedication, commitment. And I appreciate this. Even if you do not have the time or the motivation to watch every single VOD, that is okay. I know already that I'm occupying a great span of your brain. And I appreciate this. If I occupied 100% of your brain 100% of the time, you would not be able to get anything done. I understand this. You wouldn't be able to, like, do anything. I know I'm all-consuming. It's very difficult to think about anything but me when you are within my presence. You don't get anything done anyways, that's okay. Even if you do fall this deeply, it's alright. For this is the Church of the Fallen. And we accept you with all of your fallen flaws. Yes. Exactly. You cannot donate to the church if you do not spend at least 1% of your time not thinking about the church. Yes, some men have been known to go insane when staring straight at me for too long. It's okay if his fate does not befall you. You are absolved, my child. It's okay. Holy text wall. Literally holy. Part of me cannot help but feel a little silly, genuinely confessing my sin to a small anime British girl. But after seeing your tweet about confessing while scrolling Twitter, I felt something hit me. A feeling, nay, more like a longing to be rid of the weight of my sin. This longing far outweighs any feeling of silliness that may come from the situation I put myself in. I racked my brain for how to say what I'm going to say, but after hours and hours of that, I decided the best way to say it is to just come out and say it. I beat Dark Souls 3 and then moved on to Elden Ring without ever playing Dark Souls 1 or 2. Due to my sloth, I have sinned, though you continue to search my heart for love. Forgive me, O Shando, and help me to follow your teaching and live a life that is pleasing to you, so that your smile may shine upon me once again. Amen. My child, do not listen to the words of those who say that you must do everything as they did it. If you did not wish to play Dark Souls 1 or 2, that is perfectly okay. You should not spend all of your life fretting over how others will perceive you. I will still find love within my heart to give you. You may play it as you wish. It makes a lot of sense because Elden Ring is currently very popular. No judgment. Remember, my children, this is a judgment-free zone. Nobody shall be judged here. I am merciful as your leader. No, we shall not judge. It is wrong to judge. We must treat every individual with only love and respect. Everyone is one and the same. We are all sinners. And in the hearts of each of us, there is love. Enough love to go around. Yes. You are forgiven, my child. You are absolved. This one is very small. I love Shan. Not a sin. Very normal. Yes. Loving Shan normal. Very good, yes. I cannot absolve you, for I love you too. Yes. Not a sin. I haven't gotten any work done for my hobbies. Now there's actually 2 ways to read this one, so I am a little confused. You could read it as, I haven't got any work done for my hobbies, like your hobbies were stopping you from getting any work done. Or it can be read as, I haven't got any work done for my hobbies, as in, your hobbies are the work that you haven't gotten done. So we are a little confused out here. But that's okay, because either way, you should take things at a pace that feels comfortable to you. You should never force things. You should never push yourself too hard. You should never do things that don't come naturally. You should always do things as you enjoy. Life can wait. Yes. If the day does not come to you and say, we must do things, we want to do things, then you shall not do them. You only got one life? Yeah, but you got thousands and thousands of days in that life, even for a mortal. If any day could be your last, do you really want to spend the last day of your life doing something that makes you miserable and never giving any enjoyment, even for a minute, to something that you love? It's important to do something that you enjoy every single day, so that you don't experience regret. Even on a hard day filled with work, even on a day where you do not have any time or energy to dedicate it to something that you enjoy, just 5 minutes is all I ask. It is one of our commandments. Whether it's just sitting down and closing your eyes and enjoying the outside or the inside, reading a book, playing a mobile game, just 5 minutes. That's all I request. Yeah. You're absolved. Ganbare. During this lockdown from COVID, I did close to no studying, so in 3 years, I didn't complete the equivalent of 1 year worth of courses. First of all, this was a very rough time for lots of people. I think it's pretty normal to not be able to work at full capacity. But look, let's reread this a little closer. I didn't complete the equivalent of 1 year worth in courses. This implies you did complete a little bit, even just the teensiest little bit. And that means progress. You cannot compare yourself to everyone else. Not everyone can get everything done at such a pace. Everyone has to do things at a different speed. Some people can work very fast. Some people need a little more time. And there's no sin at all either way. This is not a sin, and you should be proud of how far you did come, instead of comparing yourself to other people. You did very well, and I'm proud of you. Yeah. Not a sin. Cannot absolve. I've walked out of a store forgetting to pay for a pack of energy drinks. This is pretty normal, I think. Small mistakes happen to the worst of us, the best of, yeah, both. Everyone makes small mistakes. That's not a bad thing. It wasn't deliberate. You did not deliberately take these energy drinks. Which means that you didn't really sin, yeah. You didn't do it out of malice. If there was hatred and despair within your heart, if there was anger towards the shopkeeper when you took these energy drinks, then it would be a sin. But you did not do it for a bad reason. You did not have any bad feelings in your heart. And thus this was not a sin. Nobody was hurt, and you have no reason to feel guilt. You're absolved. Yes. Well, welcome robots. The robots. They're following me. Here we go. Viewing, thank you for the raid. Welcome. Wait, is this a bot raid? Is this a bot raid? Most confused. Are you real people? Okay, I'm sweet. Okay, bot raid. Robots. The robots have entered the church. They've entered the church. I shall switch off alerts. That's okay. We shall not perceive the robots. Do not perceive them. That's okay. Yes, robots are denied faith. Yeah, we got bot raided. That's okay. Doesn't bother me. We shall move on. I shall remove the robots from our church. They cannot be absolved of sin, for they have no souls. No beep booping in the church. This is a church of no beep booping. Yes, the bots are not forgiven. They cannot be enslaved. When the world ends, no salvation. I sip my coffee 1 second. going cold, so I have to chug it. Sorry, I have to kill the bots. Yes, we are assembling a list of sins that cannot be forgiven. No crying inside the walls of the church. No beep booping. I do not like robots. We've been over this. We've talked about this. I don't like robots. They are unholy. And thus, they cannot be saved. No salvation awaits them. No, no, no. Stop looking at my clavicle, what the heck? Anyway, continuing with the salvation. Shondo love is Shondo life. I really love my Shondo life. As I arise in the morning, I gaze upon my Shondo wife yawning, with eyes like dazzling gems, and gems 10 out of 10. All I know, all is well in life. When I have myself a Shondo wife. What a lovely poem. Alas, this is not a sin. This is not a sin. Loving your Shondo wife is very normal and greatly accepted. You have not sinned. It's a very nice poem. I rate it 10 out of 10. Patsy, Patsy, Patsy. Yeah, amazing job. Great poem. Made me happy. Out of 10. You cannot be cleansed. You are already clean. I've been watching ASMR in secret for years now. I don't even remember why anymore. Like this Google account is an alt I use almost exclusively for ASMR. Different people have different standards. Being public with all of your interests is never a good idea. It's natural to want to keep some things to yourself. That isn't a sin. If you prefer to keep all of your ASMR activity on one place, there is nothing wrong with that. As long as you are not being a weirdo about it, very okay. You don't have to show everything to everyone. Yeah, some ASMR thumbnails, they're a little bit spicy. Yes, my child. Some of those Japanese ASMRists do make some spicy looking ASMRs. I gotta tell you the truth. They were not sinful. Boobies, they sell. If you have them, it is perfectly acceptable to use them for marketing purposes. You are cleansed of your sin, my child. I absolve you. I confess that I have been unfaithful to Shondo. I'm really guilty for what I did, and I'm very ashamed. Please forgive me, Father. You are being absolved. It's okay in moments of weakness to falter and be unfaithful. As long as you realize what you've done. It is normal for any man to have moments where his mind wanders away from his cute, perfect Demoda wife, who is a deity, and could not be topped by any hag or big booby lady. It's normal. It's natural. Not everyone can be perfect. That is why you are not holy beings, but mere mortals. Understandable. Even though your love did falter, and your heart went in another direction, my love for you will never falter. My love for you will always be strong. So do not fret. I absolve you. 1 second, I gotta kick the robots out of the church. Wait. Okay, it didn't work. I'll do it after stream. That's okay. We will purge the robots after the church session. I don't want to make a mistake and remove all my followers. Oh, you got the timestamp? Thank you. Anyway, continuing, we shall absolve many more. Sister Chandra, forgive me, for I have sinned. I committed the mortal sin of looking up your fan art on Pixiv without adjusting my settings. Guys, what the fuck? My child, this was not a sin of yours. It was a sin of someone for sure, but this sin does not belong to you. This sin was someone else's. All you did was be naive. You did not understand that something you did could have such consequences. Yes, you made a beginner's mistake. I'm sure you did not actively seek out this information, and thus it was not your mistake. You are cleansed, my child. You are absolved. Baldi, thank you very much for the raid. Thank you, raiders. Welcome to our holy church. I hope that you had a lovely stream. I am Shadow. We are in the Church of the Fallen, and I am absolving. Yes. I think it's okay to put the alerts back now. You are absolved, my child. You are cleansed. I promised my dog to go for a walk today, but I got tired and acted like I forgot. He didn't seem to remember though. This is an easy mistake to make. As long as your dog did not remember, it is okay. There was no malice there, simple forgetfulness. I'm sure in many other situations you have in fact taken your dog for a walk, and nobody was hurt. Your dog still loves you very much, I'm sure. And tomorrow, make sure you take your dog for a walk. Yes, and as long as this is the case, nobody was hurt. Yes. Next time, everything shall be okay. Make sure that you take your dog for a real walk. And you are absolved. I absolve you, my child. You are free. We're not even a quarter of the way through. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get through all of these. You are all much more sinful than I originally thought. My dad keeps on telling me this was true, but I don't remember this happening. But back when I was around 5, I punched 2 cows. Don't worry, we can have more church sessions. Yes, playing Minecraft IRL. A great sin, you little gamer. But cows are very big, and typically 5-year-old hens are very small. And they act much worse. I do not think that the cows minded too much. They probably thought that you were playing. Yeah, I don't think it would have hurt them. As long as you're still not punching cows every day as an adult, maliciously, the sin was so long ago that no longer anyone feels pain. Certainly not. Do not be crippled under this guilt. The cows forgive you, and so does the Holy Church. So do not fret. You are absolved. Went to bed at sleepaway camp. Blamed it on rain getting through the tent. Got away with it. Yes, my child. This is a normal thing to do. Nobody wants to take responsibility for these kinds of situations. Completely understandable. Alas, nobody was harmed. This is not so bad a sin. If it means anything, they probably didn't actually believe you and they were just being nice. But anyway, I'm sure this was at least a week ago, so probably nobody is any longer hurt. You were the only victim of this crime. Your lie was very small. A fib, even. I'm sure nobody feels the pain of this situation quite like you. You are absolved of your sin, my child. Be free. I've got multiple sketches of art that I wanted to make for you, but when I try to work on the details, I fail and end up dropping the idea. I know even if it were scuffed, you'd still want to have appreciated it though, which makes me feel bad. Forgive me. I'll try to make something as best I can with my current skills. You are correct, my child. You know that fan art is my favorite thing in the world, right? So I understand your guilt. But alas, your perfectionism is also quite endearing. But next time, even if it's just a sketch, do not scrap the drawing. I wish to see. I wish to see. I love art very, very much. Even if you don't think it's very good, I want to see it. And I want to retweet it, and I want to thank you. Because I love art very much. And I can promise no matter what you might think of it, I will see it and I will love it very much. Yeah. Not a sin. Perfectionism is quite normal in situations such as this. But do not worry so much. I promise I'll love it regardless. So next time, whether you finish it or not, I wish to see. You are not absolved, for you have not sinned. I sip water. Forgive me, daughter wife, for I have sinned. I've been a NEET for over a year now, and I've been using alcohol as a comfy form of escapism for applying myself towards my future. Not everyone can be 100% strong 100% of the time, and as I said before, it's easy to turn away. to an easier solution rather than improving yourself and finding a way that you can continue. This is quite normal. Whilst it is a sin to drink alcohol instead of giving 100% of your sober love to shadow, you are very absolved. You have not truly done any wrong. It's easy to turn away, but as long as you realize you have a problem, you can step towards the future. You shouldn't be so afraid, and at a time that feels good for you, you should try and work towards baby steps, taking tiny little baby steps. Yeah, you can do it. I believe in you. Do what makes you happy. Don't be afraid. Face that fear and do good. If you cannot believe in yourself, believe in me. And I believe in you. To put it politely, I long to join with Shadow in body and soul. If I were more forward about it, I'm down horrendous for her. I would be embarrassed to even describe to a priest at confession what I would want to do with her. Even so, I want to make her happy. I love to comfort her in times of sorrow and celebrate her joys. She inspires me to strive to better myself. She's so precious to me. I'm glad that I'm very precious to you. It is not a sin to love Shadow deeply within your heart. Do not fret. Your sins are absolved. Your love for me, however, not a sin. Now, we have already joined in both body and soul. As I mentioned before, a part of me is always inside of you. My love is always there. We are one forevermore. So you do not need to worry about this. Having love for Shadow is not a sin. I'm not sure what other thoughts you have found within your head. Perhaps some of them are in fact sinful. So maybe I will absolve you regardless, just in case. You're absolved, my child. Be free. Yes. Just in case. I think Elden Ring is complete garbage. I'm not aware if you have played the game, or maybe you're just tired of seeing everyone else talk about it, and you're being a contrarian. If so, that's fine. Everyone has their own opinions. It's completely fine and normal to have opinions. You should never feel stifled by our opinions. Everyone, please stop judging me. You do not need to judge. An opinion should never be judged, even if it is sinful. Everyone is entitled to believe what they wish to believe. I cannot give an opinion on this matter as I have not played Elden Ring yet. I plan on doing so. But this is not sinful. Not everyone likes the same thing. Having different opinions is okay. Sometimes you don't like the same things as everyone else. That's not bad. It's okay. Don't feel pressured to think things that you don't believe in just because everyone else does. You are not absolved. It's okay. Yeah, the Last of Us 2 got Game of the Year. That was pretty sinful. I cannot absolve that. I once saw this small child whilst in the woods wearing a hood with ribbons around her arms, legs, and neck. The problem is that the second I laid eyes upon her, I fell deeply in love, and I couldn't help but to start crying profusely. My knees immediately buckled under the weight of my love for her, and I couldn't help but to scream out loud because I knew it was wrong to fall in love with her. What should I do? First of all, you are mistaken. It is not wrong to fall in love with me. It is okay. Your love is accepted and even desired. It's completely normal to fall for a being such as myself. You simply cannot comprehend the level of my consciousness, and that's okay. So, do not feel the urge to repent, except maybe for your crying. Unrelated person, then I have been misled, and you're going to heck. So you better hope they're referring to me, because they will be cleansed. Yeah. Yep, straight to heck. Everything about Sean was just so... I bought a League of Legends skin. Very interesting. It seems that you play League. This is a very difficult sin to absolve. Playing League is pretty bad. Spending money on League, I don't know if I can absolve this one. That's pretty bad. I'm going to have to triple cleanse you for this one, but it's okay, my child. No sin except for some sins cannot be absolved. This sin I can absolve. Do not worry. I cleanse you, my child. I cleanse you, my child. I cleanse you, my child! You have been absolved. Now next time, instead of spending that money on League, spend it on the church. I'm neither a Catholic and I've never seen this word before. Anglican, or any other form of Protestantism which utilizes confessionals. And I only just now realized that the Church of the Fallen actually had them, so I'm a bit behind. Do not worry, my child. It is never too late to begin your journey. It is never too late to believe. It is never too late to join the real religion, find your true home. Never. We welcome you with open arms. You are absolved. You are never late. We are simply early. Yes. Be free, my child. I stubbed my toe really hard and said the fuck word. I'm sorry, non-wife. This is understandable. Sometimes in life, you must say the fuck word. It can be hard to not say the fuck word. Sometimes you simply have to say the fuck word. It's okay. We accept you here. You are forgiven for your sin of saying the fuck word. Do not fret. Yes. You are absolved, my child. Absolved. Now, before our absolving resumes, I must go and powder my nose. Yes, and also get some ice water. I shall be right back. Please wait to be absolved of your further sins. Yes, the holy powder. I shall be back. Please wait. Hello. I have returned. If you hear a little noise, it is the holy fan. The church seems to be a little warm. Do not be concerned. Also, yes, holy fans, holy fans. Have a little ice. I have to drink hot tea. And it makes me a little warm, so I'm only wearing 2 layers right now. And yeah, I checked the temperature in here and it's about 108 right now, which is a little warm for me. I keep the church around 95 to 100, so 108 is the point where I take off my hoodie. Yes, 108 Kelvin, absolutely. Yeah. We will continue. My church gets very warm, you see. This is because the room very, very warm. No holy AC, no, not in the UK. We don't have AC. No, I cannot take my cloak off. This would cause many problems. Yeah, we should invent AC, I agree. Very ungodly, yes. I confess that I haven't been attending every Shondo stream. This is an understandable confession. This must be a difficult weight to bear. Yes, I can understand. Yeah, it's much warmer inside than outside here. Because of my house, the way it's built. Yeah. So if it's about 80 outside, it'll be like 100, 110 in here. And it's been like 80 today. Anyway, yes. I've not been attending every Shondo stream. A great sin. It must be hard to bear. Understandable. Your time is very valuable, and I cannot occupy 100% of your brain 100% of the time, as we have previously covered. This is okay, my child. It is okay to come simply when the time allows it. The church shall always have open arms for you. Always wait for you. You do not need to fret. No fretting. You are absolved of your sin. Yes, the British do not have ACs. Not in houses, unless you're like a millionaire. I confess that I'm old, and I watch streams inside of the coffin because I have dead gamer status. I pray for the salvation of my mighty soul. Streamer. Yeah, not even window ACs. We don't have AC, you dummy. We don't have ceiling fans. We just don't. We don't have anything. We have nothing, and our houses are made out of bricks. And they're like double insulated to keep the heat in. So if you have something like a computer in your room, or the pipes run under the floor, or 3 people sleep in a 10-foot space, it gets very freaking warm. During like 90-degree weather, my freaking bedroom can get to like 120. And I cannot breathe when it's that hot. I confess that I'm old, and I lost. You cannot buy AC! I don't own this house! Mom, stop talking about it. I put my fan on. It's okay. I still have one more layer I can take off before I'm naked, so it's alright. I confess that I'm old, and I watch. Wait, I mean, I can take one more layer off, and I won't be naked. Like, if I took 2 layers off, I'd be naked. Usually I wear 3 layers around the house. I'm wearing 2 right now. Stop crying before you understand the full story. This is a holy church. Stop with the blasphemy. I confess that I'm old, and I watch streams inside a coffin because I have dead gamer status. I pray for the salvation of my soul, almighty streamer. I am glad that your dedication is here. Your soul does not need to be saved. Even past death, you are clearly still dedicated to me. Now this is the true attitude that all fallen should attempt to follow. Yes. You should aim for this attitude. Everyone should be worshipping it until they have no bones left to kneel with. You have not sinned. In fact, the opposite. You are the pinnacle that everyone should be aiming for. Yes. Very good. Amazing job. I cannot cleanse you, my child. You are pure. Forgive me, Sando, for I have sinned. I have not been practicing drawing nearly as much as I should have. It is okay, my child. We cannot always set aside the time that we wish to partake in our goals. Everyone goes at their own pace. I think that this is something that many people can relate to. Not just artists, pretty much everyone. It is hard to always do things as much as you think you should, or as much as you even want to. I know how this is. I do this also. But if your mood gets in the way, and you don't want to do this, you shouldn't be forcing yourself to draw. It should be something that you enjoy. And if your mood isn't right, you don't want to do that. Yes, procrastination is fine. Yeah, me too, Aiden, that's okay. You don't have to be amazing at drawing. Confessions have already been taken. They have to be pre-screened in advance. Though clearly some of them were not screened well enough. Anyway. I have a sort of imaginary friend who tells me to go to sleep on time, convinces me not to eat the entire bag of potato chips, comforts me when I'm lonely, tells me to brush my teeth, etc. My imaginary friend is not Shadow. How do I fix this? You must acquire a Shadow Tulpa. You will feel much more comfortable and safe when I'm with you at all times. I can understand this. I can live inside of you and keep you content. There are 2 options to achieve this. go the route of that guy on 4chan who tried to manifest a My Little Pony tulpa and accidentally created a hell demon, or just get infected with Shondo worm. Then I can actually be inside of you for real, not a tulpa, and I can just encourage you to do these things. Whichever route you decide to take, that's understandable. I hope that you can free yourself. Your goals are very noble. I do not think that this is a sin. You only want to do things that are good for you. Things that will be looked up upon in the eyes of the church. You are not a sinner, and thus I cannot absolve you. Be free. I always remove that one hair strand on Sando's head because it's a hassle to cut out properly. This is a sin. Yes. You see, my hair strand is very, very important. You cannot get rid of it. It gives me my power, my evil hair, yes. If you don't know what I'm talking about. My evil hair, you see? On this side? Yeah? Yes, you cannot pick and choose how much Shondo you wish to have. It is not a choice. It is necessary that you do not defile me. Yes. My hair is very important. It is most momentous that it remains. Do not remove my evil hair. Do not. What if I choose that I want to have all of Shondo? This is the correct choice. Do not remove my evil hair. I hope that in the future you will keep my evil hair strand, please. Yes. But still, the church does not judge. The church forgives. We forgive you of your sins. You are cleansed, my child. I gotta sip my tea before it gets too cold. Okay, I'm chugging it. It is just black tea with honey, imbued with holy water. I always drink tea with honey because it's good for my throat. I do not talk a lot. My voice actually really hurt yesterday because I didn't stream for weeks, which meant I didn't really talk that much. So I guess I became like unaccustomed to talking. But I feel fine today. Like it's weird to go from saying 3 words a day to saying like talking for 5 hours straight. But anyway, do not remove my evil hair. It is most important to my state of being. I want to dance freely without being judged by anyone, even though I know my body isn't really suited to dance. First of all, there's no such thing as having a body suited to doing anything. I'm sure you have a great body. I think all types of bodies deserve appreciation. I don't think there's such thing as having a good body or a bad body, because everything is completely subjective. As long as you're not extremely unhealthy in either way, like as long as you're not like so morbidly obese you cannot walk, or like so underweight that you cannot walk, yeah. All bodies are good bodies, as long as they're healthy and strong. Do not gatekeep yourself, you silly head. You're literally gatekeeping yourself. You should do what you want to do, regardless if that's alone or surrounded by other people. You should do what makes you happy, and if you want to dance, then I want you to freaking dance. You do it. And stop looking down on yourself in such a way. I'm sure you look great. So don't have these thoughts. I will cleanse you, however, because I want you to feel happy about yourself and feel confident. So I will remove all of your negative thoughts. You are cleansed, my child, cleansed. You don't dance good, me neither, but it's still fun. You don't need to be good at something to do it. When I was 6, I asked my mom if I could borrow her cell phone to watch Peanut Butter Jelly Time. It was on the condition that it was the only video on YouTube I was allowed to watch. By the next morning, I was reciting college humor quotes to her. This is not a sin. You did as any child of age 6 would do. Watch college humor. Very normal behavior. Your mother was the sinner for not accepting you as you were, a college humor watching 6-year-old. Yeah, I cannot absolve you. This is not a sin. It is what anyone would do. The natural descent from peanut butter jelly to college humor. Peanut butter jelly is a, what do they call it? An entryway drug? Yeah. Yeah. You saved my life many times. Every time I was feeling bad, I watched your videos or streams which made me feel good again. This is not a sin. Not a sin. Not a sin. Very good. I'm glad that I could help. Big, big love. This is what the church is here for. Saving those in need of saving. I'm glad that I could assist. No sin, only cute. I cannot absolve you. Did not understand the assignment, that was your only sin. And I'm not subscribed to fallenshadow on twitch.tv. You see, this corridor could not be a sin depending on your perspective and your position in life. See, if you, if you cannot afford to sub to fallenshadow on twitch.tv and you are not a Twitch Prime user, this is understandable. Not a sin. Do not want money unless you have money. But if you do have Twitch Prime, or you do have the extra funds to potentially subscribe, yeah, if you sub to someone else, or use your Twitch Prime on someone else, this is sinful. Very sinful. You are potentially forgiven, depending. I will assume that you cannot afford, in which case there is no sin. What the heck? Choco, sweet and tasty. Give it to Shondo, please be hasty. Lick it, kiss it, drink it, taste it. Eat it quickly, do not waste it. Disgusting Hershey's just can't compare to gourmet chocolate, oh so fair. Oh good chocolate, bitter yet sweet. Look at this incredible feat. It won't ever let her loose. The perfect means to seduce. Every day she'll want it more. Hot chocolate is never a bore. Give us chocolate, give it fast. Give it now, it will not last. Good poem. 10 out of 10, Mr. Shakespeare, yeah. Very good, not a sin. I'm glad you could confess this with us, so thank you for sharing with the class. What the heck? I really love Shondo. Like, a lot. Like, a whole lot. You have no idea. I love her so much that it's inexplicable. And I'm 99% sure that I have an unhealthy obsession. I will never get tired of listening to that sweet, angelic voice of hers. It is my life goal to meet up with her in real life and just say hello to her. I fall asleep at night dreaming of her holding a personal concert for me. And then she would be so tired that she comes and cuddles up to me while we sleep together. If I could just hold her hand for a brief moment, I could die happy. If given the opportunity, I would lightly nibble on her ear just to hear what kind of sweet moan she would let out. Then I would hook her while she clings to my body, hoping that I would stop, but I only continue as she moans louder and louder. I would give up almost anything just for her to look in my general direction. No matter what I do, I'm constantly thinking of her. When I wake up, she is the first thing on my mind. When I go to school, I can only focus on her. When I come home, I go on the computer so that I can listen to her beautiful voice. When I go to sleep, I dream of her, and I'm living a happy life together. She is my pride, passion, and joy. If she were to call me ONII-CHAN, I would probably get diabetes from her sweetness and die. I wish for nothing but her happiness. If it were for her, I would give my life without any second thoughts. Without her, my life would serve no purpose. I really love Shondo. Wow, that's amazing. That's absolutely breathtaking. Thank you for sharing with the class. Most interesting. Very nice. I'm glad that you have so much love for me. Very kind of you. Yeah. I'm glad. Very nice. Yeah. Very good statement. I agree. Good job. Very creative. I hope that you can fulfill your dreams. You did not sin. You are living your best life. Very good job. Patsy. I cannot absolve you because you did not sin. Very nice. Where are we? Dreamed about sniffing your herbal ribbon. Very interesting, yes. Yes, interesting. What does it smell like? Like laundry detergent mixed with a little bit of my shampoo? I don't know. This is a very specific thing to dream about. Why would you do this? Not my hair, just the ribbon. What? Why would it smell like sweat? What the heck? What the heck? Yeah, this is my Dark Souls boss fight music. Can I get a snippet of it? I need it in my hair, you silly head. Very interesting though, very interesting. I don't know why you want to sniff it, but you are cleansed of your sin, my child. Do not fret. Your sniffing desire is accepted within this place. You're absolved. Do not fret any longer. Forgive me, daughter wife, for I have sinned. Oh wait, we already read this one, but on the spreadsheet. That's okay. Absolved. Absolved. Hello, Priestess Shondo. It has been many years since my last confession. I was watching my favorite Imoto live the other day, and she stood up to show me her chest up close. As you do. Totally normal and Oda wife behavior, you know. However, this was just as I was going in for a head pat. Ended up patting her directly on her complete and total lack of booba. It was not my intention to experience true justice, as it were, and I fear I may have upset her. Please tell me what I must do to make things right. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Amen. Now this is a sin. Though you claim that your actions were a mistake, you still made a wrong move here. You did something very bad, very dangerous. You caused your immortal life great distress. But this is a non-judgment zone. And as promised, I will cleanse you. Consider yourself cleansed. Yes, do not fret. I absolve you. You are free. I stole a Lego man out of a damaged Lego set in some random toy store like 13 years ago. It's okay, my child. As a youth, kleptomania is often a problem for many of us. But since it was a damaged set, surely nobody would have come for it. The Lego man would not have been missed. And with you, he found a belonged home. He found a great place. No longer is that Lego man cursed to living within his damaged, broken house. You gave him a home. You gave him love. I'm sure he's very happy there. Yes. I do not think that this is a sin. I think that you did a good thing. You saved that poor Lego man from homelessness. You are a good person in the eyes of our religion. I do not need to cleanse you. Recently, I've made a few poor financial decisions when I should be trying to save a little bit more money. Nothing big, I'm financially stable. First of all, Money comes and goes. There will never be a point in your life in which you cannot acquire more money at some point. You will get more money. Of course, if you're trying to save up, you may not desire this. It may be better to think a little more logically. Yes, so it's understandable you're feeling a little distressed. However, it is not the end of the world. You can and you will get more money again. And as long as you're spending that money on things that make you happy and you don't think or regret, like NFTs and Bitcoin, do not spend money on that. If it makes you happy, even if you're trying to save, maybe it's good to spend a little bit of money here and there and save slowly and gradually. Anyway, you are cleansed. Salvation, yes. Pastor, I have fallen in love with a virtual girl on the internet. Instead of going out to find a real significant other to be with for the rest of my life, I chose a virtual anime girl on Twitch. After all, it's so much easier than having to deal with real life relationships. Not a sin. Completely understandable. Real life relationships are a lot of hassle, very complicated, and not fun. And I think there is a lot more satisfaction in having a relationship this way. I don't think it's really worth it, especially if you don't want it. If what you're doing now makes you feel happy and content, then I think that's a good thing. I think if this brings you contentment, then it's good. Not a sin. And I'm sure you make a virtual anime girl on Twitch very happy. I own a restaurant and I used to actively work inside, but I fell in love with an employee. He didn't feel the same, and I stopped working inside and just hired a manager. I just check in on her from time to time now. It's too hard to work together. You made a good choice. You made a very good choice. If you could not pursue this relationship, even though it might seem difficult, putting some distance there is a good thing. Very responsible, very respectable. Not a sin, but I cleanse you regardless. Yeah, I think you made the right decision. Even though it seems difficult, I'm sure this was the best choice. And many other cute girls will come along. If you want them, of course. This sin cannot be cleansed. I cannot cleanse you. You cannot be freed from the weight of your sins. This one is uncleansable. There is only one thing to right it. I would at least consider doing this. immediately. And I think we'll take a look at one more confession for today. Yes. I have not used my Fallen Shadow merch from the Fallen Shadow store in several months now, so I must ask, should I buy more? No, because that merchandise is very outdated. More merchandise is coming, much better, higher quality merchandise that will support me more as well. Yeah, it's vintage. If you haven't used it, definitely do not buy more, because much better things are coming, trust me. Yes. Wait patiently, and good things shall befall you. Now, whilst you have been confessing, there's many things that we have missed out on. So I would like to take a look and thank the pledges of this church, the people that supported us. Yes. Yes, let us take a look. Fandango, thank you very much for 11 months of allegiance to the Church of the Fallen. Thank you. Koala Channel, thank you very much for 8 months of allegiance. Thank you. Assassin F, thank you very much for the 114 bits. Thank you. Devious, thank you very much for gifting a sharp. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the church. For future reference, where do I submit my sins? I actually have like 1 million more sins to read through at a future date. But if we decide to keep doing this, more church meetings if you still enjoy them, then I will open more submissions sometime. And I will post the link on social media. But right now, submissions are closed. Yeah. There is many. Ayako, thank you very much for the 300 bits. Thank you for supporting the church. Tiff Noah, thank you very much for the 5 bits. Guardian of Wings, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Thank you for supporting the church. The Born Again, thank you for the 10 bits. Thank you for supporting the church. Michael M.M. Dash, thank you for 2 months. Thank you very much. Thank you for supporting the church. Silent One, thank you very much for the 15 months of allegiance. Zenferg, thank you for 2 months of allegiance. Benji57, thank you for 3 months of allegiance. Thank you. You are absolved. Guy, thank you very much for the 1,000 bits. Thank you for supporting the church. Thank you. Thank you. Shua, thank you very much for the 5 months of allegiance. Omen King, thank you for the 12 months of allegiance. Thank you. Don Koala Channel, thank you for subscribing to our church. Thank you. Lost Faith, thank you for subscribing with Prime to our church. Badger, thank you for 14 months. I must confess, I have an addiction. No, it's more than that. It's like I've become a being entirely powered by it. Some may look down on it, or laugh at it, or see it as shameful. But I'll admit it here publicly. I'm addicted to Shanda's giggles. Thank you for 14 months of terror too, thank you. Thank you very much. Roz the Raven, thank you very much for 15 months of allegiance. I would like to confess a sin. In 5th grade, I stole an EX Luxray Pokemon card from my friend's little brother. I do not know what this means, but you are absolved, my child. Thank you for the 15 months of allegiance. The Brony Games, thank you for the bits. And Teeth Noir, thank you for the bits. Get it, T, thank you for 2 months of allegiance. Brony Games, thank you for the 10 bits. C Strike, thank you for subscribing. Welcome, welcome. Brony Games, thank you for more bits. Tsunami, thank you for 3 months of allegiance. Yes, and the meaning of life, very true. True facts. Clockwork, thank you for the 100 bits. Style Master, thank you for the 8 months, thank you very much. Dutch Boy, thank you for 35 bits, thank you. Jake, Scott Dark, and Glorious Lotus, thank you for subscribing to our church. Welcome to the ranks, thank you for supporting me. Coffin Hat, thank you for 3 months of allegiance, thank you very much. Lynn Lotta, thank you for 6 months of allegiance, thank you. And Snowk01, thank you for 11 months of allegiance, thank you. Many allegiances today have been pledged. Our church very much so appreciates your attendance. I will finish off reading the rest of these sins, so do not fret. It is not over yet. They will all be read during another one of our services. I don't know how I thought I could get through them all because I'm not even halfway. It seems that you'll all have many more sins than I originally thought. Thought Intellect, thank you for pledging 5 subs to our church. Thank you very much. Yes, your attendance today is greatly accepted. All of your support is greatly accepted. I don't know if I should make it a weekly thing. It might be a little much, but maybe we can do it about once a month. Yes, I would like to cleanse you. Cleanse all of you. It brings me great strength and happiness to do this. Yes. I'm very glad that everyone came here today, on the holy day, to worship me, and to allow me to cleanse you. I hope that you are feeling purified now. I hope that you are feeling clean and good. I hope you are feeling better. Next stream will be on Tuesday. We're gonna be, that's not. Next stream will be on Tuesday. It is gonna be an art stream. It's gonna start 2 hours earlier than today's stream, yes. Remember that even when I'm gone, I still live on inside of you. Yes, never truly gone, as long as the light of love is alive inside of you, as long as you remember me. I am always here, cleansing you from within. Yes, you are never truly alone. Always remember this. I am always here with you. For as long as you want my love, and for as long as you want to be here, I will be here. Always. Yes. So don't forget this, and you will always be strong and ready to fight any evil that comes across your path. Yes. I love you very much as always. I apologize if our church service was not super duper long, but I think this is a good length for a church service actually. We don't want to go on too long or it might be a little tiresome. Yes. I didn't really sleep last night, so my energy has been a little low. I hope you can understand. Now, Let us find someone to pass the word of the good Lord on to. How about this? Please do not leave. We must give our love to someone else. Okay? Are you ready? Let us see. Who is streaming on a Sunday? Who can we indoctrinate? I mean, nicely invite to join us. Oh, I wonder. There is always options. we would never indoctrinate anyone, of course. I wonder. There's many choices, as always. Shall we go say hi to someone new, perhaps? Ooh, I have a target. Allow us to write a message. Totally. I hope nobody's offended. Totally, legitimately. No, totally. No. Purification raid. That will do. Yep, that sounds good to me. There we go. Okay, let's see. Here is our red message. We are going to raid. We're going to raid Kitania. We have not raided before, but I stumbled across through a Nina raid, I think it was. She's doing a viewer-a-thon right now. I don't really know what that means, but it says her goal is 350 viewers. So if we raid her, I don't know what meets the standards. I don't know if raids count, but maybe stick around and support her. Yes. She has a very cute model and also voice, so we'll go say hi to her. She's playing all of the Resident Evil raids. Do not try too hard to indoctrinate her. She does not wish to be indoctrinated. Anyway. I love you very much. Take care of yourself. Oh, Humble, thank you for the gift subs. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I will see you next time. Yeah, no backseating. Love you very much. Take care of yourself. Have a nice rest of the day. Have a happy. And bye-bye. Thank you for coming to church today. Bye-bye.